Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight hails all the way from Greece. It's from 608 Brewing Co. It's this one. It is Familiar Field, and it is a collaboration with Tapfield and the Old Familiar. It's a stout, simply put, 6.08% according to the can. I guess their labelling is a little bit different in Greece. We're only allowed 1 decimal place in the UK, but 2 in Greece apparently. There's not a lot I can tell you about the beer because some of it's in Greek and I don't understand Greek. But it does say it's unfiltered and unpasteurised beer. Keep refrigerated. I have done. The ingredients are water, malted barley, flaked oats, hops and yeast. Brewed and canned in Greece. And yeah, there we go. It says, oh no, it does say something on the side of the can in English. I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. And you've got, you've got a funky, like a space dwarf, and a bus, and whatever that is around there. Mud. Yes. It's a Greek stout. I would not have had the Greeks down as big stout people, but here we are. We're going to try it, see what it's all about. So we're going to pour it into my favourite stout glass, which is my Titanic goblet. Let's see what it's all about, shall we? The pour is dark. Leave it there, shall we? Give it some room to swirl it and whatnot. So, the beer is nice and dark, as you'd expect, with a fairly loose tan head. And by the way, this beer was gifted to me by my good friend Nabil. So thank you again, Nabil. This one's for you. Let's have a whiff. Dark, rich, really rich. Smells a lot stronger than the 6% that it is. There is an undertone of caramel, like a real deep, intense burnt caramel, biscuity. It smells really boozy and really rich and decadent. And at only 6%, that's incredibly good on the nose. So it smells incredible and it looks pretty good. See what it tastes like. Cheers. It's really rather good. Before I go launching into the description, this one has been in the fridge. It has been out of the fridge for about an hour, just to come up to temperature. I don't like my stouts cold. Really does ruin them. Anyway, the body, medium at most. Carbonation is incredibly light, incredibly smooth, what there is of it. And the flavour is rather nice. It's all about the roasted malt, this one. I appreciate that because that's the one thing I really love about a stout is that depth, that almost coffee-like note that comes through. Just adds to the lovely flavour. It's a proper winter warmer, that one. It's got that intensity of flavour, that booze without booziness. It's rich, it's malty. There is a bit of caramel that comes through towards the back end. Little bit creaminess. It's a very, very easy drinking sessionable stout. At 6%, he says. Yeah, the finish on this one is bitter. It's malty with that little hint of caramel towards the back end. I quite like. Yeah, I'm just letting it sit in the mouth and just see if it does anything different. It doesn't. It's a fairly simple flavour, but sometimes that's what you want, and it works. I like. So, scoreboard of joy time. The board currently looks like this. Empty. Let's fill it in with a red pen of judgment. So we'll revisit the pour first of all because we can. And the beer is beautiful and dark. As I pour it, I can see hints of ruby and mahogany, those kind of colours coming through. There is very little light coming through in the glass. In fact, there's nothing. It's as black as the ace of spades. The head, lovely colour. It doesn't last very long though. It's tan and fairly short-lived and loose. I like the colour. Less of a fan of the head. I want more of that. So I'm going to go at a 0.7 on that one because the head for me on a stout is it's important, right? It looks great. Anyway, the aroma, fantastic. I cannot fault that at all. It's got a big, rich, dark roasted malt presence with a hint of burnt caramel. Don't need a lot in a stout, if I'm honest, to get a good one, and that is a really good aroma. The body is medium at best. It could do with more oomph, absolutely. Even at 6%, I've had heavier ones. Equally, I've had stronger ones that are lighter. I do value the body on a stout. It adds that to that unctuousness and makes it a really filling, heavy drink. It's not bad, but it could be better. I'm going to go to the 0.7 again on that one, much like the looks. The taste, though, fantastic. If you like them dark, rich, roasted, with just a little hint of something else, just to mix it up a bit, like a bit of caramel and a tiny touch of creaminess on the back end, like vanilla type creaminess, then this one will be right up your alley, as it is mine. I love the intensity of the flavour. So I'm giving it a full point on there. And the finish. I like my stout dark, malty on the back end, roasty, and fairly long-lived. It is absolutely malty. It is roasty. And as those flavours develop on the back end, they're leaning a little bit into the chocolate, which is always a good thing. Yes. I am going to go... full point on the back end as well, which means we've got 4.4 out of 5 today. Absolutely fantastic score, really. Very little to fault about the flavours of the beer. Nothing, in fact, to fault about the flavours of the beer. It could just do with more body and a better head on it. So, yeah, fantastic beer to taste. So let's go to the bonus points. Would I buy it again? I didn't buy this one. Like I say, it was gifted to me by Nabil, so thank you again, Nabil, for that. Absolutely fantastic beer. The Greeks do know their stouts. But had I bought it, would I buy it again? Yes, I would. I love the flavour. That's the most important thing. And it's a fairly sensible ABV for a tasty stout as well. So, and it's a 500ml can. And it would have cost €6.50, which I think is pretty good value for money. So I'm going to give it the value bonus as well, but it cannot have the full one because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. So we have 4.4 out of 5. There we go. There we go. So I love the artwork to start with. It's something different, a little bit funky. No one would ever expect a space dwarf and a bus, right? Space dwarf, bus, and in the background there's a planet. Yeah. Love the artwork, love the funky theme, love the flavour of the beer. It just needs a little lift on the body, and the head would, I dare say, follow. But yeah, if you're in Greece and you like your stouts, then give this one a try. I don't remember seeing any stouts whilst I was in Greece, so I'm sure the stout lovers out there would enjoy this one. And we're going to leave it there and say, that's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.